The following is a presentation of William Patterson University Television.
Welcome back to the desk. The NBA playoffs are hot. Here to break down what's happening on the hardwood is Bijan, Pulley, JJ Woodards, Matthew Goldman, and Brian Montiel. The Knicks and the Sixers are in the second round of the playoffs. Right now, all the signs point to the Knicks advancing to the conference finals again this year. Bijan, what's the reason for the Knicks having this 2-0 lead?
I mean, when we talk about playmaking, you think of a point guard like Shane Larkin, for example. But I'm going to go with Karl-Anthony Towns' playmaking. So far this series, Cat is averaging 6.5 assists to 3 turnovers. Cat has done a great job hitting cutters on off-ball actions, whether that be initiating from the wing, the top of the key, or out of the post. Cat being emphasized more in this offense as a playmaking hub has generated clean looks for his teammates or given them advantages to attack off from the catch.
Yeah, his playmaking ability is premium for the Knicks, and that's why they got the 2-0 lead. I'll swing it to you, Matt. What's the reason for the Knicks having this 2-0 lead?
The Knicks have depth. The Knicks have depth all around. Jordan Clarkson, Jose Alvarado, Miles McBride, Mitchell Robinson. The Sixers don't have anybody on the offensive side on the bench. That's going to be in the backcourt. They don't, you're playing Tyrese Maxey 47 minutes a night in Game 2. You're playing VJ Edgecombe close to 40. You're playing Kelly Oubre 40 and Paul George 43. That's a lot of minutes. That's a lot of wear and tear. The Knicks, they're rotating guards in and out. You see Brunson and Bridges, sure, that's your 1 and 2, but McBride's getting minutes. You have Clarkson getting minutes. You have the rest of this rotation. And Landry Shamet's getting playing time too, which is a little weird. But at the end of the day, to win critical games, you can't be exhausted. That's what Philadelphia's been through his first 2 games in the series.
But hold on, didn't they have a certain guy on their team, Vine?
Yeah, they
have
did.
A certain guy on their team.
A certain TikToker, light skin.
Yeah, and they trade him for a bag of chips. It's ridiculous.
I don't know who you guys are talking about.
And now he may win.
Look,
I don't even know who that is. I don't even know who that is. It's my turn, right?
It's actually not your turn.
It's not?
I'm going to JJ here.
Trying to steal my.
I'm trying to steal it. You're trying to make me mad. I'm already mad.
You're next
I'm
after
already angry.
JJ boy.
Look, I'm going to go with the defense. I mean, the Knicks, the last 5 games defensively has been on a masterclass. They held their opponents under 100 points the last 4 out of 5 games. I mean, out of those 5 games, they're only allowing over 96 points a game. So this defense has been stellar, and I've absolutely loved that Karl-Anthony Towns and Jalen Brunson have really stepped up defensively. They've really done a great job stepping up defensively. It's helping out everybody else.
Yeah, I mean he's been great for the Knicks, and that's why they're in the position where they are now. Brian, I'll go to you.
Now it's your turn.
I know this hurts you a little bit.
No, this really hurts.
Sixers,
but I am a realistic fan at the end of the day. Sixers in 7.
What?
It's really OG and Mikel, the 3 and 4 of this team of scoring wise, they really stepped up. OG's averaging 21 points per game against the Sixers. Only in 2 games. Bridges 17 points per game. They're doing their thing offensively, defensively, and if we're gonna try to stop Cat and Brunson, and then they're going off as well, it's impossible. We're not going to be able to stop all 4 of them. So, yeah, they've really been making it hard for the Sixers.
TikTok boy really could have helped.
He really could have.
He would be putting at least 20 minutes a night.
Oh, my goodness.
I mean,
imagine.
He dropped 18 and 20 minutes last night, so.
That's all right.
In the first round, we've witnessed some series go as anticipated, but others go in a direction no one saw coming, causing teams having to answer some major questions this offseason. Brian, I'll go to you here. With the teams that are eliminated, which team are you panicked about here?
I wasn't left with much, but I'm gonna go with Atlanta this offseason. I mean, they have a lot to look forward to, like good draft picks. They have to make a decision on Kuminga, but I feel like if they mess up, if they don't make the right moves, they're gonna go back to mediocrity. I like Jalen Johnson, but they need to pair him with somebody. Hopefully, they do really good in the draft. This draft is really important for them this season, and if they don't hit on this pick with a star that can play alongside Jalen Johnson, I think they're gonna still just be a mid-team for years to come.
I mean, we obviously saw round 1 against the Knicks. They got killed there, so
that loss set them back a couple
in
years.
Game 6, they lost, what was it, 50-something points?
Something like that.
Yeah, it was like 77.
They were up by
20.
60.
I was in
were.
Chipotle with Dave Dog, and my grandfather texted me the day before my birthday, and he was like, are you watching the Knicks kill the Hawks right now? And I was like, I wasn't, but I mean, now I know that they killed the Knicks. So.
I look at my phone and I
Or
see.
the other way
Oh my
around.
I thought it was a typo.
Where were you when that happened, guys? LA Fitness for me.
So I was just trying to provide some context for the audience, but I'll move it to Bijan here with your team that you were most panicked about.
I got to go with the Rockets. I mean, they traded for KD, meaning their championship window is right now, but they still feel like they're only marginally better compared to they were last season. I mean, they have a laundry list of problems. For one, Ime Udoka, when it comes to offense acumen, was arguably the worst coach in this playoff field. He couldn't solve the same double-team looks that J.J. Redick was throwing at them when they played a month ago. Houston lacks ball handlers that can handle playoff-level ball pressure. They lack passing and playmaking outside of VanVleet and Sengun. They lack outside shooters playoff defenses actually respect. And they lack players that have a high feel for the game. But if they're running back with Ime and largely the same roster as it's reported they're expected to do, they're at best a second-round exit. And listen, as much and as good and as vital to Houston formula as VanVleet and Steven Adams are, they're not really changing that.
Houston, we have a problem.
Exactly.
So that's what I'll say to that. Goldie, I'll go to you.
You know who has a bigger problem too? It's the Denver Nuggets. They're not good. I'm not sure the Nuggets will ever win another championship with Nikola Jokic at the helm. And that could be a hot take.
It's not
but they're in a very
ridiculous.
tough Western Conference. You have the Thunder, you have the Spurs, and you have the Timberwolves. All three of them are better for the future. All three of them are better right now. When you have a tough conference, you want to get out of the first round. They failed to do that. Jokic is amazing. Jamal Murray had probably the best season he's ever had. Tim Hardaway Jr. was playing fantastic off the bench this year. Cam Johnson and Aaron Gordon are wonderful basketball players, but they're in cap purgatory. They're going to be in the second apron with tax penalties, which is definitely going to be a problem. And as a team, they have gaps defensively. They're not aggressive, and they don't have much depth either. So when you have a team like that wants to contend, you have Jokic, who may be a top 10 player when it's all said and done, it's an issue. It's a big issue, and I don't think Denver is going to figure out a way because you have a top-heavy Western Conference with the three teams I just mentioned, in the Thunder, the Spurs, and the Timberwolves, who Timberwolves just beat them. It's a problem.
I hate that they got punked by Jaden McDaniels. That showed me a lot about them.
Yeah, they're weak. They're a bunch.
He's a good player, but they shouldn't have let him.
He said they're all bad defenders and gave them 30 and 10 in the closeout game. Off.
Yeah, it's certainly trouble in the Mile High City for the Nuggets. Go to you, JJ, with your team that you're most panicked about.
This team, my gosh, it's more questions than answers. The Orlando Magic, what is happening here? Last year they was a 7 seed. This year there's Desmond Bain. You think they're gonna be all good, right? They're the 7 seed again. They have problems on problems on problems. They still need shooting. They got to make a decision on should they pay Anthony Black or should they keep Jalen Suggs. They got to make a decision there. And can Paulo Vaquero find a Robin? Because right now it's supposed to be Franz Wagner, but guess what? The man can't stay healthy. So guess what I think they need? I personally think they need Larry Hughes. I think they need Etuan Moore, and I got one better for you. I think they need Justin Harper back on this team.
That's great.
So we're gonna switch it over. On that note, we're gonna switch it over and talk about some players here in the playoffs. In the playoffs, we either see some players meet the moment or fold under the pressure. JJ, I'll go to you. Which player from the first round are you most impressed by?
Just seeing him play last night, that man's an absolute dog. And I'm talking about Cade Cunningham. He's averaging over 30 points per game in this playoffs, tied for first with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, over 7 assists a game, over 5 rebounds a game, shooting 40% from the field and a little bit over 40% from the three-point line. Cade has been that number one option. He's been that superstar that the Pistons need. You don't have to worry about Cade showing up. It's just about who else is going to show up. Because you know Cade Cunningham is going to show up.
All right, Matt. JJ just mentioned Cade Cunningham. Where are you going? Which player?
Yeah, I don't pick bums. Cade Cunningham, please. I'm taking OG Anunoby.
Okay.
Nearly 21 points per night, 7.5 rebounds, 2 steals, and a block per game. OG Anunoby is day-to-day with a groin injury, but there's a real chance that the Knicks are going to 7 games against the Hawks if Anunoby's not stepping up his offensive performance. He's the clear-cut third-best player on this team. He's better than Mikal Bridges. He's better than Josh Hart. I don't want to hear the argument for that. I think that's a little ridiculous.
We agree.
Because I've had to fight people on Twitter over that. It's a whole mess in itself. But Anunoby also is guarding the best player on each team. He was guarding Jalen Johnson in the Hawks series. He's guarding Paul George, and at times he's on Maxey in this series. So then again, I do think that right now Anunoby's impact will be shown in Game 3, whether he plays or not, because there could be a big hole.
There's only one reason why he's playing good, and that's because of Sunile. I just had to say it.
Honestly,
You can't blame him.
Can't blame him.
You can't blame him.
Brian, I'll go to you.
Hey, look, I didn't want to go superstar here. I just want to go someone that stepped up big with injuries. Terrence Shannon Jr. stepped up big, averaging 14 points per game. That's 10 more points from the regular season. That 24 against Denver in an elimination game. No Ant, no DiVincenzo, no Dosunmu. Yeah, exactly. No Dosunmu. And he was going crazy. I mean, he got put in a situation where he had to step up big in a playoff moment. I mean, the confidence was shining. And even in this Spurs series, he's not playing bad at all. So he's coming up big with this team full of injuries right now. And I think he's been the most impressive player. Pretty much came out of nowhere.
If you watch him at Illinois, you would know.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no, but
No, he
like
was
for
a
this
dog.
series at least.
Yeah, no, for sure.
For the playoffs. Yeah, I know he's tough.
Bijan, round us out for question 3 with your player that you're most impressed by.
I mean, I got to go with a star. I mean, Scotty Barnes, that man in Toronto was hooping. He went from averaging 18 points, 7.5 rebounds, and 5.9 assists per game with a 57.7 true shooting percentage in the regular season. In the playoffs, he averaged 24.1 points, 6.1 rebounds, 8.6 assists per game with a 60.5 true shooting percentage. From the third game of the series on, he was clearly the best player in the series, in a series that featured Donovan Mitchell, James Harden, and Evan Mobley. Scotty was great on both sides of the floor. Offensively, he was getting rim pressure at will and was cooking in the mid-range. Defensively, he was clamping up James Harden and Donovan Mitchell, and he was causing havoc defensively, averaging 3 stocks a game. In this series, Scotty showed why he has a case for being a top 15 player in the NBA.
Goodness gracious, we finally get Mr. Analytics here. He
Oh,
finally
yeah.
gave us. I was like waiting for. I was like, with 2 questions in, no stats. Where they at?
Yeah.
I was waiting for that. Where's Mr. Analytics? Oh, there it is. And fellas, it's time to make our predictions for the finals. This is being our last show of the year. It's never not a great time to do our predictions here for the finals. Matt, I'll go to you first. Who do you have going to the finals, and who do you have winning it?
I have the Spurs and I have the Knicks. And, you know, this one's for all the Knicks fans. This one's for Lou Admonson. This one is for Kadeem Allen. This one's for Lance Thomas. This one's for Alexi Agenta. He never played for the Knicks.
Oh, okay.
Knicks in 7. Knicks in
Two
7.
guys to that one.
I don't care if the Spurs and Thunder play in the Western Conference Finals. I think the Spurs do win in a 7-game series. And I think the Knicks are so red hot right now that they could beat anyone in their path. I like a rematch of the NBA Cup, and I think the Knicks will win this in 7 games. The Knicks possess elite offensive rebounding. The Spurs possess that too, but Mitchell Robinson, when healthy, is the best offensive rebounder in basketball. A high-octane offense. You have stars on this team. Jalen Brunson, Karl-Anthony Towns, OG Anunoby, Josh Hart, Mikal Bridges. The list goes on and on and on. It feels if someone has an off night with the Knicks, everyone knows their role. Everyone knows their idea. For the first time in 50 years, gentlemen, let's all agree. The streets of New York are going to go nuts.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll be the first.
That city might get burned down.
Yeah, it might get burned down.
And I'll be like in that mosh pit, like probably. I'll send updates.
Stay safe.
Knicks in 7. Knicks in 7. Knicks in 7.
You know what they say? Go New York, go New York.
Make sure you
go.
Can we
text
get a
me.
little chant? You ready? You ready?
Oh, no.
Go New York, go New York, go. Oh, New York. I don't like that.
Okay. Anyway, I'll swing it to you, Bijan. Who do you have in the finals, and who is taking home the crown this year?
I mean, I got the Thunder versus Knicks, but I don't have the Knicks winning, unfortunately. I just don't see it happening. I got Thunder in 6. Thunder have been dominating so far in the playoffs, and the Knicks, since the third game of the first round against the Hawks, have looked like clearly the best team in the East. Thunder are the better overall and more deeper team than the Knicks. The Knicks can cause some problems with how well they take care of the ball, limiting OKC's ability to turn live ball turnovers into points on the other end, and the ability to throw OG, Mikal, and the Shea, and Cat as a floor spacer, getting Chet and Hartenstein out the paint. But OKC is the best defense we've seen in the past 20 years. Shea would be the best player in the series, and Dagnall's a better coach than Mike Brown, so that's why I got the Thunder winning in 6.
You're not on the Knicks train? No?
No.
Okay.
But I got them making the finals, though.
At least that's
Some people say I'm a Knicks hater for some reason. I don't know why.
I've seen you on Twitter.
okay.
Twitter says it all.
Yeah,
His burner
Twitter
account?
does say it
His
all.
burner?
I don't have a burner.
Not Bijan Pulley.
All right, Brian, who's your finals prediction, and who do you have winning?
Sixers make it?
Nah, like I said, I'm a realistic fan, and
You just said Sixers and 7.
yeah, in my heart it's 6 and 7, but I know how the story goes, guys. I put Spurs versus Knicks. I got Spurs winning at 6. I'm sorry. I think the Spurs are gonna make the finals this year. I think they can match up against OKC pretty well. They beat OKC 4 times this year. I think they know how to beat them. Playoff setting is a little different. The Knicks, they're just the best team in the East right now. But I really think that the Spurs are a lot better team. I think whoever comes out the West is going to win it anyway. So Spurs, do it for Othniel Jeffers on the 2014 championship team.
Yo.
Do it for him.
Who? Yo.
He was shooting guard on the 2014 Spurs championship team. Do it for Othniel Jeffers.
Yeah, that's just not going to happen. I get the Spurs have the intangibles, and they have a really good team, but as of right now...
Cat is not stopping Wemby.
But I think New York has a population of like 10 million plus behind them, and I think everyone's...
The population?
I think...
Population?
Listen,
What is
that's
that?
the players.
The 10 million people ain't on the court
Mitchell
playing the
Robinson
game.
may actually break one of Victor Wembanyama's bones.
No.
So you want him to
also
hurt
you want
Listen, you
wanted
got
to injure him
to
purposely.
do something.
Okay,
to win a
see,
championship.
we're getting
I
that.
feel like
We're
Mitchell
getting that.
Robinson isn't made out of glass either.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
I must say, this man
Wemby's
can
in
play
the
18 minutes a
cross.
game.
All right, let's simmer down. I got to move to JJ. Who's your pick?
Look,
Who
it's
you got
Bijan.
winning?
Bijan, you're right. It's Thunder versus Knicks, and it's going to be Thunder in 6. I mean, Thunder are the best team in the NBA. We seen this. Y'all didn't watch the game yesterday. They absolutely dismantled the Lakers team.
But the Lakers suck.
They didn't have Shea for the third quarter. It was what? The Lakers was up like by 1 point. Didn't have Shea in the whole third quarter. They ended that quarter being up by 13. This team just has way too much depth. And if you're in the Knicks, there is no possible way you do not make it to the finals. You're the best team in the East. This is the easiest route you've had since last year. There's no way they don't make it. They have to make it this year.
This year has to be the year for
If they don't make it this year, then they can't make it with that core.
Unfortunately, you're going against Shea or Wemby, so you're fried.
Last year, I honestly think if the Knicks beat Indiana last year, they were gonna win the finals.
I'm not sure about that. I don't know.
I don't know. There are some weaknesses in Oklahoma City, and I think there's weaknesses in San Antonio. But I think the Knicks possess a little more. But when you have the camaraderie, when you have the teamwork, at least that Jalen Brunson.
So we're going to use the power of friendship to win the finals?
Listen,
the
it's already
of
the power. You
camaraderie.
have Brunson, Bridges, and Hart who all went to college together. It's the Nova boys.
Okay.
United.
Lou Dort and Shea used to be roommates together in the
Team
NBA.
Canada.
Team Canada, yeah.
I have the Knicks going in 7. That's what I have. Going with Goldman.
Well, you got peer pressured by Goldman.
But
Lost some respect from me.
But that will conclude our talk for the Sports Desk season. And we're going to move to the MLB with Clarke and the Sluggers next on WPTV.